Welcome to the video lecture for lesson 2.3. This section will cover the verb estar. So earlier we learned the verb ser, which means to be in English, and now we're going to learn the verb estar, which also means to be. Now, just like said, estar has a regular form, meaning it has its own unique verb endings in the present tense for every subject. So yo estoy, tú estás, él, ella, usted está, nosotros estamos, ustedes, ellos, ellas están. Important thing to remember about this is the accent marks on estás, está, and están. Mainly because without an accent mark, it's a completely different word. Está with an accent mark means to be conjugated, whereas esta without an accent mark means this. So make sure that you always have an accent mark if you're trying to use estar with the subjects tú, usted, él, ella, and ustedes, ellos, ellas. So the main uses of estar, to differentiate them from ser, we'll use an acronym place here. P standing for position, where something, an object is in that moment. So el libro está en la mesa, the book is on the table. The biggest thing with position is that generally it'll be followed by a preposition, and we'll go over that in the next slide here. Location is where something is, more in a larger sense, or estoy en la clase, I'm in the classroom. La Torre Eiffel está en París, Eiffel Tower is in Paris. So something's located generally. La clase está en Old Main 175, I believe. Class is in Old Main 175, or whatever the classroom is. That's where the location of the classroom is, using the verb estar. For action, we'll learn about this, I believe, in chapter 3 with the verbal tense of the present progressive. But for now, just know that when using the present progressive, you use the verb estar. Condition, it's a temporary state that you're in. So estoy sano, I'm healthy. Están llenos, they're full after eating a big meal. Estamos enfermos, we're sick. So it's more a condition state that you're in. And finally, emotions. Están felices, they're happy. Estoy triste, I'm sad. Generally emotions. Now, the one unifying factor between all of the uses of estar is that they're generally more temporary than said. Remember, with said, we said the uses of them are for permanent or long-term conditions. So a description, soy alto, I'm tall, you don't change from one day to the next. Whereas all these uses of estar are much more flexible, much more short-term. For example, position, el libro está en la mesa, you can easily move it onto the floor. El libro está en el suelo. Location, estoy en la clase, pero ahora estoy en casa. I'm in the classroom, but now I'm at home. So that can change. Action, you can change your action relatively quickly. Condition, one day you can be healthy, the next day you can be sick. One hour you can be full, a few hours later, be wanting to eat more food. Emotion, that can generally change, less long term. So that's kind of the general difference. Said is more permanent conditions, where estar is more temporary in general. Now here are the main prepositions and adverbs that are used with estar. As you can see, generally they have to do with location and place. El libro está al lado de la mesa. The book is next to the table. El libro está entre la mesa y la puerta. The book is between the table and the door, and so forth. So just be familiar with all of these prepositions, know what they mean, and know that more often than not, they're used with the verb estar. So here's one of the homework activities. All you have to do is rewrite the sentence using the verb estar. So The first one, libros cerca en escritorio, books close to and desk. So to turn it into a question, we would have los libros están cerca de el or del escritorio. So in this case, los libros están cerca del escritorio. Los libros están cerca del escritorio. I apologize, I don't have a pen yet for this, so I'm using this all with my finger. So it's kind of all over the place. Anyway, los libros están cerca del escritorio. We have los libros because it needs an article. And cerca de, close to, de, and then el escritorio. But since we have de plus el, it changes to del. The second one, ustedes al lado, puerta. So it'd simply be ustedes están al lado de la puerta. So see if you can basically taking these words and making a sentence out of them. Finally, in this section, all you have to do is pick whether you would use said or estad in the situation. So, first one, Sonia blank muy bien hoy. Hoy is kind of the key word here, just today, since, and it's good, so more of a condition there. So that would be estar. Sonia está muy bien hoy. Hoy, since it's only one day, more of a temporary condition. Las sillas blank delante del escritorio. We know delante is a preposition in front of del escritorio. That kind of gives it away that it's a place, so it would be están. And then ellos blank estudiantes de sociología. You can think of that as an occupation. They are students, sociology students, so it would be ser son.